Oh, there we go. Hey! Hey, Soraya. Yay! Can you hear me?
Hello.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, all good, thank you. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good. It said, it's weird I get these emails that say there's somebody in your meeting room. So I don't know if maybe it was just you, but you weren't showing up yet. So I was worried that that meant somebody was in the wrong room, but we'll see what happens.
Going on to the wrong one, I think. So that might have been me.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, good. I know. I didn't realize that like each link goes to a different room, and that's how I screwed it up last time, was I clicked the wrong link, and so did Julia. So we thought we were in the right one, and it turned out everybody else was in the right one and we were in the wrong one. Okay, Christelle, where should we go? Okay. Let me find the email.
I think it's on the notes for meeting 3, star meeting 3, I think.
Email recap from star meeting 3. I'll see if I can pull it up really quick. I had it here a minute ago. Zoom. Sorry about this. Let me see if I can find it in. Oh, I found it. Hold on, I just got to type it in. zoom.us/J_672-268-268 send. Okay. So Soraya, how's everything going?
Yeah, really good. Had a really good week last week. Do you want to see as nobody else is on?
Yay, that looks busy.
So yeah, it's good. I'm trying to contact 4 people a day rather than the 2. Just because I want to get two in a week rather than the 1 a week trunk show. So I've just doubled up. But I booked 4. I've booked 4 trunk shows in the last week.
Yay, that's fantastic.
Yeah, really pleased. Jamie!
Oh my goodness. Sound healthy.
Yeah. It should be better.
You've been sick were you sick last week? You were, right? Yeah, you were under the weather.
I think I've had it for 2 weeks now, so I might have to go to the doctors.
Oh. So Soraya, how many trunk shows do you have booked for October?
I have got I've got 3 in and a pop-up shop.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's good. And then booking November as well. And then I've got a list of people who are currently on holiday. I'm just waiting for a date off them. So I've got 4 people on that list.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's looking good and busy.
Great. That's got to make you feel pretty good for your first weekend. And how is it how's your focus working from home?
Yeah, really good. Sort of getting up at the same time as my husband leaves at 7. Today has been kind of a bad day. I booked a trunk show today and I've been quite busy. husband's at home throwing up, so I've been kind of rubbing his back all day today. But
Oh no.
so yeah, don't come round here.
Ah.
I was only thinking today I should give you a shout and come round, but I will stay a while.
Yeah, Jamie, I wouldn't go near her house with a 10-foot pole.
I have an immune system of a small child, so I definitely won't be coming round.
Hi, Annabelle. I like your wallpaper.
You join me in my bed.
I love this.
Not because I'm throwing up, but because I'm just feeling I need the comfort.
Oh, I would like that comfort. That sounds good to me. Hang on, I'm just we'll just wait another minute or so. Hopefully we get a few more gals joining us. Is Amy not making it this week? I can't remember.
I thought she was going to.
Okay.
Diane said she might be a little bit late.
You guys, it's 100 degrees here today.
Oh, stop showing off.
No, it's almost like, so we have not had a really warm summer like we had this time last year. It was really hot all of August, and it's been nice, but not like hot, hot, hot. And we live kind of near the ocean, so none of the houses around here have air conditioning. And when it gets over like 90, which I think is like, I don't even know, like 32 or something, it becomes like unbearable. I mean, there's no air. The houses aren't made to ventilate very well, so the heat just gets trapped inside. So it makes working from home very challenging. So my office right now is so hot, and I'm like, ugh. And I forced myself to go to the gym to work out this morning because you can't exercise outside. It's so hot. But it's like weird, blustery, windy too. And I have to say the views are spectacular. Like you can see 100 miles right now. I can see all the Malibu mountains, like so gorgeous. It's amazing. So that's the good part.
Sounds awful. Sounds awful.
Although I have to say, so they do like there's everything here now is like, pumpkins and cinnamon and, all the autumn winter stuff. And it's really hard to motivate when it's 100 degrees outside. And I'm seeing all these really cute marketing things about wearing animal print and jumpers and sweaters. And I'm like, some of them, like Michelle Allen always takes the cutest pictures.
I saw her today, yeah.
Yeah, she takes the cutest pictures and puts it on her VIP page. And she usually takes pictures just with like her hair. So I steal her pictures and I pretend it's me, because half the time, now that I'm almost as blonde as Michelle, like people don't know that it's not me. But she's wearing all sweaters and stuff now. So it's like, I can't fake it. If I posted that on my page, like, ooh, I'm in the mood for my jumper and my tassel necklace and my animal print scarf, people would be like, what are you thinking? So, oh well, that's a bummer. But okay, let's get started. Hi, Christelle. Glad you joined us too. Hi. Okay. So how did you guys do last week? We had a couple of challenges. As always, the first one was to have a touch base with your upline. So who did that? Annabelle, you did. Jamie,
I
you
did
too?
with Annabelle.
Awesome. Soraya, did you get any love time?
I saw Amy on Monday, and then I've spoken to her again this morning. So.
Oh, okay, good. Awesome. And Christelle, you just let me know when you want to do a chat, okay? I'm leaving that one in your hands. Okay, and then the other thing, our other challenges were to do customer care calls. I know you guys didn't have a lot of events last week, but did anybody reach out and do any customer care calls?
I have a trunk show on Thursday, so yes, I had a coffee, and I had a coffee at the end of last week, and then I've just dropped her a little note just to say looking forward to Thursday and some order forms, because I forgot those out of the pack today.
Oh, good. So this was like almost more like hostess coaching then, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Okay, no, it's good. No, we had talked about customer care calls, reaching out to anybody who'd placed an order with you in the last 2
Oh,
weeks.
yeah, of course. Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's okay. No, it's good. I'm glad you're doing that hostess coaching. That can be even more important. Did anybody else talk to a customer last week? Annabelle did? How did it go, Annabelle?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I had a couple of trunk shows last week, so I followed up.
Cool. I had a big event last Wednesday, and everybody got their shipments on Saturday, and which shocked me. I thought I was going to do all my customer care calls tomorrow for that. I didn't think they'd get things till Tuesday. And I had 2 people that needed to make exchanges, and actually, the way we can just, replace things immediately is such a positive for people. And I wrote back to them, within 15 minutes of getting their emails, and just wrote back and said, not a problem. The replacement will get shipped out on Monday, and the fact that I could just react like that, and then they could see the order go through on the replacement right away. They were like, oh my God, the service is amazing. So none of them were returns. They were, all 3 of them were exchanges, but it was due to faulty product, which is kind of a bummer. But at the same time, like they were, jewelry is finicky. I sold $2,000 worth of product on, Tuesday. So it kind of makes, or Wednesday. So it kind of makes sense that I'm going to have some things that are going to return and exchange. But it certainly wasn't a negative, and they were so impressed with the customer service that I think it really makes up for the fact that, they got some stuff that wasn't perfect. So everybody seems quite happy. Let's just fingers crossed that their next batch is perfect. Okay. And then let's see, what was their other challenge? I'm on the wrong page here. It was building your who do you know list. So we had also written down the names of 2 perspectives that we were going to reach out to. And you guys were supposed to carve some time out in your calendar for the next day to do that. Everybody do it? Not do it? Confession time.
I'll confess, I had a really bad week of birthday planning. So I need to double up this week.
I love that attitude, Jamie. Well done. Soraya, do you want to share your tracker and what happened for you this past week? Come on, show them the visual. I love it. Woohoo! Look at that, 2242.
So I'm kind of doubling up because I had a chat with Annabelle, and I kind of want to go for 2 trunk shows a week. So instead of doing the 2242, I'm doing
4484.
Yeah, 4484.
Math skills. Well done, guys.
It's late. So yeah, I'm kind of getting in touch with 4 people a day. So I got in touch with 20 people last week.
That's awesome.
Is that right? Yeah. So I managed to get in 3 trunk shows last week, and then I've booked 1 already this morning. And then I've got a list of 4 people that are just waiting to come back from holiday and things, and they're coming back with the date. So yeah, I had a really good week last week actually.
And you've been poorly. Well done.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah, it's awesome. So you're just showing that if you do the 2242 or if you double it up, the numbers do work out 99% of the time. So brilliant. Well done. I mean, you're just kind of living the dream right now, which is awesome. So if you just keep that going, and then once you're in those trunk shows, because that pipeline needs to keep growing, right? So at those trunk shows, you'll try and book more parties. But the most important thing is keeping that conversation going and keeping that funnel full, so that then when you can take a week and say, I'm going to do my 2242, you've got all those names there and you can make it happen. So well done.
I can't do the word funnel without thinking of
Sam.
No, you were thinking that, Soraya.
What did she talk about, the uterus?
No, when we were at Hoopla, do you remember she made that mistake and said fanny instead of funnel?
Oh, right. Right.
I can't see that picture or that word without thinking of her.
Thinking of it, Fanny. Well, I always think
sorry.
That's Danielle's thing, is whenever she puts that graphic up that shows the funnel with all the little circles in it, and she always calls it her uterus. And so every time I see that image, I just snicker because I just think, uterus, I got to keep my uterus full. And I picture all those trunk shows like funneling down and dropping out like eggs, like it's my fertility going away.
Nice.
So we've all got these really sick visions in our head. Lovely. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? All right. So well done, you guys, on a good last week. And Jamie, we're holding your feet to the fire. Let's double up this week. Let's hear how you do on next Monday's call. So, So I'm going to say it again. We say it every meeting. Make sure that you've got your one-to-one call scheduled with your upline for this week, because you guys have now completed basically 30 days on this program. So you should now look at what your goals are for the next 30 days. What do you want to achieve? So when you're doing that, you want to look at what you want to have happen in the next 90 days. So we've got all these gorgeous months coming up, October, November, December. Do you know exactly how many trunk shows you want to do? How much do you want to sell? What do you want your paycheck to be? Like, break it down. Give yourself real financial goals, number of trunk shows. How many people do you want to talk to about becoming a stylist in the month of October? So have those goals and then have the strategy to back it up. So if you didn't hit your goals for September, that's okay. September can be a tricky month. We had talked about this. But what you want to do is, there was a great quote in here. When I lost it, it was such a good one. But basically, the quote was, don't change your goal, change your effort. So if you didn't hit your goal for September, and don't bring your goal down for October, I wouldn't even necessarily raise it, but look at your effort. Where are you falling short? And does that, when you're talking to your sponsor, does that mean, are there issues possibly with your time management? Are there focus problems? Is there lack of support around you? Do you not have the help that you need to make this happen? And that's the kind of stuff that you should be sussing out with your sponsor, because she's probably been there and has some suggestions and some solutions. Sometimes it's things as small as, shifting the day that your house cleaner comes, or actually getting a house cleaner. If you pay somebody for 3 hours to clean your toilets on Monday morning, I know I've talked about this so many times, because for me, this was such a big unlock, that once I knew somebody else was doing the weekend dishes and laundry and toilet stuff, I could spend 3 solid hours in my office on Monday morning prospecting and booking. And it was such an important part of my business. So 30 pounds spent on a cleaner for 3 hours, it's kind of unpriceable what that, what that brought back to my income months down the road. So things like that you can work out with your sponsor, hopefully. So, make a plan to increase your volume and add new stylists as you work to promote to star. That's the plan right now. Your volume for the next couple of months, your personal volume should go up and up. Your team's volume should go up and up. And you should be trying to add some more warm bodies to your team. Consistent momentum is what builds momentum. So you want this consistency to grow and grow and grow. And it's all going to be so much more valuable in the springtime, January, February, March, when things are a little bit quieter. So who has, oh my God, you guys, it just got so hot in here. I swear to God, like a huge gust of hot wind just came in. It's like, oh. Okay, so who has a trunk show this week? Yay, Annabelle. Yay, Jamie. Jamie, yours is on Thursday, right? Annabelle, when's yours? You've got a couple, right?
Got 2 on Friday.
Woo! Back to back. That's
one in the day and one in the evening, yeah.
That's very efficient. Tish Mefford does that all the time. She does a morning into a night, and that can be super exhausting. But if you can work it out, you get so much work done in one day, and then you can be.
I did it last Friday, and it was very satisfying.
Was it good? It felt good?
Yeah. Well, it did, because I got 2 decent trunk shows and, hit my bold bonus thing in one day.
Yay!
And some. So it was.
Don't you just wish you had done it at the beginning of the month? Because that's my thing. I did mine on Tuesday. It was awesome, or Wednesday, but it was like, damn, I wish this had been 2 weeks earlier. It would just feel so good to skate for the rest of the month.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I got 2 on Friday, so I shall be. Yeah, I got to get my 2,000 PQV sorted on Friday.
You will. That will definitely happen. Nothing like leaving it to the end.
I know. Last day of the month. Fool.
You'll do it. You'll do it. I know you will. Okay, so when you're at your trunk shows, here's just a couple of quick tips. Because we've got to be thinking sponsoring right now as well. Talk to your hostess about potential hostesses and stylists while you set up. I love doing this. So while I'm setting up and she's running around, I really only need about 30 minutes to set up my jewelry usually, but actually, I try and get there at least 45 minutes early, sometimes an hour. And just so I have more time with her. And, you know, I feel more calm too, kind of the more time I have. But then I can chat with her. And even though she's running around like a chicken with her head cut off, I usually like to ask her at that time, you know, is there anybody coming tonight that you think would want to do what I do? And so many times she has a little sparkle in her eye, and she'll look at me and go, well, you know, I was kind of thinking this might be interesting. So, hello. Hi, Diane. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. So ask her. And then, you know, if she says, oh, gosh, no, I don't know if I know of anybody, then I would also always ask if she knows of anybody that she thinks might want to have a party. And what's so great to talk to her about this stuff in advance is so many times then during the course of the party, she will bring somebody over to me and introduce them to me and say, hey, Delaney, this is Jane, that gal that I mentioned to you that's in between jobs right now. Maybe you should talk to her about becoming a stylist. Or this is Jane, my friend who always does the Pampered Chef parties, and I think she would love to host a jewelry party. Like she'll do that legwork for you. It's awesome. If she looks like she's interested in becoming a stylist, then through the course of the night, you should make a point to, whenever you see her doing something very stylistic, how's that for a word? Something very stylist-like, you know, just reach over and touch her on the arm and say, oh my gosh, you're really good about this, really good at this. I think maybe we should talk about it at the end of the evening. And so all night long, you can kind of be encouraging her and planting those seeds. You know, it's a compliment. I'm sure, you know, whether it's something that's even in her realm, something that she'd even consider, you know, she'll feel good if you're telling her she's doing a great job. And she's an amazing hostess. I usually say things to her friends like, you know, isn't Jane so good at styling the jewelry here tonight? I think I'm just going to go sit down and have a glass of wine and let her take over, you know, stuff like that. So, and obviously when you're making these compliments, it's got to be real. You know, you don't want to just, you know, be fake complimenting her. It has to be authentic. So, you know, look for the things that she's doing. If she, when you ask her if she's, you know, knows of somebody who's interested in becoming a stylist, she goes, well, maybe me. It's either because she totally loves the jewelry, she's thinking about the money, or she's loving the process. You know, she loves hosting. She loves having people around her house and reaching out to her friends and connecting with people. So whatever that is, I'm sure you're going to see that naturally come out during the course of the party. So you can definitely comment on it. As you greet the guests, I always ask them how they know the hostess. So that's a great opening line to get to know the guests as they come. I always go to the front door with her if I can, if I'm not already with another customer. And I introduce myself, I hand them a catalog, I walk them over to the table while my hostess is getting them a drink. And I say, how do you know the hostess tonight? And that usually will open up a conversation to find out more about their lives. And I kind of hammer them with questions. Oh, from school, how many kids do you have? Do you work in the home, out of the home? You know, oh gosh, are your kids doing football right now? Isn't it crazy? Are you on the PTA? You know, I want to know more about them and what they do. You know, a lot of times they'll say things like, oh gosh, you know, I work out of the home, but I've got 3 kids. It's crazy. I'm a sports mom, but I volunteer for a charity or my church. All of a sudden I'm starting to learn things about her. And it can usually open up doorways for conversations. Oh, your church, does your church do a holiday bazaar? As I'm checking her out later in the evening, I can say, you know, you mentioned that you volunteer for your church. Do you guys do a Christmas fair? Do you do something like this? It's just little things. Now I know something about her that I can continue the conversation to try and book a party, see if she'd have any interest in becoming a stylist. It also will absolutely help me pick out the right jewelry for her. You know, she's a soccer mom, football mom. You know, she's probably not going to wear big statement necklaces, but I could put the eternity necklace on her and say, this is something that you wear every single day. And, you know, you're wearing it on the football field, but you feel pretty. Or a scarf. Freezing cold during football season. How about we get you a scarf to warm up? It was snowing last time I was at my son's football game in London. So things like that. During your group hello, and this is something that I know you guys all practiced about 2 weeks ago. So you should always give a 30-second intro as to why you do Stella and Dot. And layer that in to the conversation about why you do it. I always go back and forth about how, you know, I love my kids. I have my kids late in life. I want to really enjoy this time with them. And this business allows me to be with them from 3 p.m. till 8 p.m. every day. And it's invaluable. So I always throw that in there. I have something else and I just lost it. One thing you can mention is the fact that we have stylists that come from all different walks of life. That we've got lawyers, we've got teachers, we've got stay-at-home moms. So that kind of opens up, the thoughts as well. And when you are checking people out, another thing to ask is, do you know anybody that you think might be interested in becoming a stylist? So many times people say to me, oh gosh, my sister's in between jobs right now. Always ask for a referral is really helpful. It should be your goal at your trunk show. So Annabelle, let's see if you can do this on Friday. Hand out 2 opportunity packets at every trunk show. Do you guys bring an opportunity packet to your trunk shows?
Yes.
What do you put in it?
I put me.
Anybody?
I put the lookbooks, a little guide, and I give some lookbooks. So if she wants to start straight away, she got some lookbooks and 2 big brochure I put inside, and I give her a nice still and dot bag.
And then the opportunity brochure, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. I would say right now too, you might want to print out one of the marketing things on hosting or breast cancer awareness. If there is a sign-up special, I don't think they're gonna. Do you have any memory, Annabelle? Sign-up special in October?
Not usually. I think
it's such a good month just for everything else.
Saving it for January usually, aren't they?
Yeah. Although I was looking at our figures and we had a huge jump in stylists last year in October. Like we went up by like 25 stylists. So I was thinking, would they do something? I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, but if there are any specials, you would definitely want to throw that in there. So, and then within 24 hours, this is the key, you guys, within 24 hours, send a thank you email to your perspectives. I usually send the Our Story video link. Do you guys know where to find that? So there's a couple different places. If you go into the Stylist Lounge, there's a news feature on the homepage that has prospecting, I think it's called. It's so hard, you guys. Your lounge is different than ours now, and so I'm trying to remember what the two are called. But in your feature section is usually, it'll either say leader tools or prospecting, and in there should be a link to the video. The other place that you can go and find it is if you go into YouTube and you put in Stella and Dot, you'll find the YouTube channel, and you guys should subscribe to that. Yeah.
Leader resources, it says.
Thank you. Under leader resources.
And there's also sponsoring tools.
That's it. I can find it too. Okay. So go. Sometimes I can't download from there. I don't know why. But if you go into the Stella and Dot YouTube channel, you can subscribe to it, and then whenever they upload things. But that's a great place. That's where a lot of Blythe's inspiration videos are, and Our Story, and there's a behind the scenes, and there's the husband video. That one's really fun. So actually, if you're talking to somebody about becoming a stylist and their husband is a big part of the conversation, forward that to them so the husbands can see it, because it focuses very much on the things the men want to know. That is this a valid business? Is my wife just going to end up with a whole bunch of, jewelry boxes arriving? Yes, but hopefully it'll be free or paid for. So it's all good. Okay. Any questions so far? Did we talk about the 30-second commercial? I know we talked about your opening chat. Have you guys talked about your 30? I think I mentioned it last week because we were talking about, I know I said I had one for WIBN and for business networking. Do you guys have a 30-second commercial?
1 minute.
So Diane's looking really confused. She's like, what are you? I love that I can see your faces. Okay, your 30-second commercial. We've done this at Hoopla a few times with Danielle, and it's really great. And actually, we did it at a director's retreat with Sam once, and we were at a hotel in downtown London. And they literally, Annabelle, I don't know if you were there, but they literally made us get up and go out on the street in pairs and approach people. Like,
oh, horrible.
on the street. And actually, because there were two of us, it was pretty fun. So we were armed with our brochures and we had to go up and we had to pitch people in 30 seconds about our business. And it was really, really fun. It's terrifying. Your heart is pounding. I mean, complete strangers, right? No warm up, no nothing. But boy, you got good at it and people were really pretty open. So you should have that 30-second pitch. It's also called your elevator pitch. And entrepreneurs, business owners have to do this all the time. So if you imagine if you were getting in an elevator and there was Robert Murdoch or Donald Trump, God, he's on my brain right now. Not in a good way. Or, somebody that can invest, millions of dollars in your business idea. You have from the first floor up to the 30th floor to pitch him on your business. What would you say to him? So if you guys don't have this sorted out, take some time. This will be one of your challenges this week to write out that 30-second pitch. And you should also have it then with a focus of sponsoring. So what is your 30-second pitch? I've had a couple of people mention to me recently that they are meeting with prospective stylists and they didn't know what to say. And my first tip is always say less than more. Your first meeting, that first coffee with somebody should just be you finding out about them and let them ask you the questions. So other than that 30 seconds, which is really, this is the company and this is why I do it, it shouldn't be more than that. If you find in your very first meeting with somebody that's interested in becoming a stylist, that you're already talking about the compensation plan, that you're already mentioning words like Jumpstart rewards and star stylist, pay level, you've gone way too deep, way too fast. Much more of what this works for me and my family. This is the benefits it's brought me. Why would you be considering it? How do you think it would work for you? Why are you interested? What would you be hoping to get out of it? So you should be asking way more questions and then let them ask the questions. I find in those first meetings, nobody ever asks about the pay, which kills me because most people are interested in doing it for the financials, yet they never think to ask. So a lot of times I feel so guilty that by the end of the conversation, I'll say, you didn't ask me about how we pay. Just so you know, all stylists make 25% of everything they sell ex VAT. I always feel like I have to get it in there, at least so they can go home and have a conversation with their husbands, if there's a partner or somebody, and they can say, well, I did ask you, I did put that information. But other than that, don't go there unless they ask, okay? So the 30-second commercial, that's your challenge this week, is to come up with that. Practice it with your upline. How are we doing on time? Ooh, does anybody know how we're doing on time? Usually it gives me a 10-minute thing, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, we'll keep going. So, and when you're doing your 30 seconds, when you talk to your upline this week, can you practice it on her and have her practice it on you?
9 minutes and 57 seconds left, by the way.
I just got it too. Close out the window. Perfect. Oh my God, it's getting so warm here. Okay, so we talked about what you're going to do at your trunk shows. The 6 tips for that. We talked about Jamie in particular is going to double her game this next week to try and get some bookings in. Did you guys see the posting that I did yesterday for the Booking Blitz?
Yeah.
Yes.
I also saw Annabelle has got another one for the Belarus as well. So,
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
all right. So sorry, I didn't see that until this morning, Annabelle, and I don't want to confuse people too much, but go for it, guys, because there's double.
All right, we've got double joy going on in our team, so they're in it twice.
All right, well, here we go, because I'm going to throw another thing into the mix. So listen, this is a little bit of tough love, and not just for you guys, but for everybody that's watching, because I am recording this one. So hopefully we'll get everybody watching this. And Annabelle, for your gals that didn't make it today, make sure to follow up with them this week to make sure they watch it within 24 hours if you can. So listen, if we're all pushing to become star stylists or at least promote one level, here's the tough love. You need 6 trunk shows in October, period. I can't imagine that you're going to do it without it, okay? So even if you want to promote to associate stylist and you don't have a team, if that's your first promotion, really, this is the month. You should have 6 trunk shows in. So that's 1 a week and maybe 2 pop-up shops, right? So if you did 4 night trunk shows, maybe 1 online trunk show and 1 pop-up shop, that's totally where you should be. So you need to make it happen. If you're not there, we've been talking about it for 4 weeks about how to make it happen. And I listed out 2, I think, really good tools on the contest. First of all, why is October the best month of the year to do a trunk show? And you guys, I wholeheartedly so believe that October is the best month for hostesses to do their parties for all the reasons I listed, in that their customers that are gonna come are gonna have their Christmas budget and they won't have spent it yet. The attendance is going to be better because most people don't have the allergy like poor Soraya yet. They'll get sick in November for sure, but hopefully they won't be so sick in October, so they'll actually show up. We won't have hundreds of Christmas parties and holiday parties and all the nuttiness in November, so they should be able to attend. So attendance should be better. They should just get more RSVPs off the bat. You guys can time it so that you have the new Christmas collection, which is, you can tell them, especially if you're in an area that you feel like there's a lot of stylists, hey, book with me the 3rd week of October and you will be the first ones to see the new Christmas collection. There's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You can do something with a charity slant, which is amazing. I mean, we are a business for women, by women. So important when I'm seeing 2 different statistics these days. It's either 1 in 7 or 1 in 8 are going to be affected by breast cancer in their lifetime. Holy crap. Do you know how powerful it is, you guys, when you're at a trunk show in October and you show people the breast cancer boutique items? I just got mine. They're really cute. Have you guys seen them? Yeah. Here, I'll show you.
We've got a delay going on our necklaces.
Oh no! Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, so we've got the bracelets, but not the necklace.
Okay, the bracelet is so pretty. I actually like it a lot. The necklace, so I wouldn't fuss about the necklace. The bracelet is stunning. It's so cute, and it looks so nice next to the one from last year. It was gorgeous, so it's really good. So what I always do at the October trunk shows is in my group hello, besides talking about how much I love my business and how when my 2 worlds collide at a trunk show, when I can also be raising money for charities that are near and dear to my heart. And I say, look around the room. If 1 in 8 women are being affected by breast cancer in their life, that means several people in this room are impacted. And, we need to just raise awareness. So you can buy the bracelet, which is great. It supports Breast Cancer Now or Think Pink, which is the one that we're doing here in the US. But even more importantly, I'm going to ask you all tonight to go home, and when you shower tonight or in the morning, do a breast exam. So do me a favor, go home, touch your boobies, do a breast exam, because this is my job here tonight, is not only to sell you jewelry, but also to increase awareness about breast cancer. And you guys, I've done that in all my October trunk shows for the last couple of years. And everybody, you get their attention, they laugh, and it's like, wow. It's like there's a surge of positive girl power in the room. And people want to go right away and go touch their boobs in the bathroom, Just feels really good. So it's a little scary. The first time I did it, I was like, I'm really going to tell these women to go home and touch their boobies. But they loved it. I loved it. And it just brought the whole business, the whole thing full circle. Just felt amazing. So another reason why you should be doing trunk shows in October. Awesome. Okay, but you need 6. So you're going to have to go out there and get it. So here's the thing. We've got our booking blitz that's going from now until Friday for my team. Annabelle has her booking blitz for the Belarus. I also, because you guys are my subset of future stars who really want this, because that's why you're here. That's why you dialed in. So whoever has booked in the system 6 trunk shows by Friday, on Monday, I will pull a prize. I will pull a name out of the hat for the pyramid watch, the black pyramid watch. Okay? This is all good. There is so much free jewelry available. But more importantly, there's your business and the increase in growth in your business, okay? So let's really make this happen this week. This is the time to do it. And set yourselves up and you'll feel so good. It has to be October trunk shows. This is when you need to make it happen. And as I keep telling you guys, November will happen naturally from October parties, pretty much. But you got to make October happen. If you got nothing happening in October, then I can't promise what's going to happen in November. And then you're going to be kicking yourself because you are going to see girls selling 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 pounds in the month of November. And that's just not going to happen if you don't have a nice, solid foothold in October. Okay? And look at that kitty cat. Who's that?
Yeah, she wants cuddle. It's time.
Oh. After all that tough love, we need some kitty love.
Yeah, love. Here we go.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, guys. So practice that 30-second commercial with your upline and then practice it on a perspective. Let's all participate in the booking blitzes. And please, the momentum, when one person writes in that they've made X amount of calls and they've booked a trunk show, it gets everybody going. So it's really helpful so please, please, please post. On our Team Pegasus page, it shouldn't just only be me. So please do use that as a wonderful resource. Let's really cheer each other on. Okay? All good? How red am I right now? I'm going to go strip my sweaty clothes off. All right, you guys, thank you so much. So we're starting our next call series on Monday. So you guys are 1/3 of the way through this adventure, and it's pretty exciting. So I know we've got a few more people that might promote to associate stylist this month, which is really cool. Oh, and on Saturday, I will be pulling the prize for the Sephora card. Okay, question, you guys. Do you not have Sephora in the UK? Do you remember the prize that I'm doing?
No.
Okay, what an idiot I am. I was so excited because I thought that you guys would be able to, the whole contest prize for the associate contest is £100 or $100 Sephora card because I thought they were international. And then somebody just posted on my Facebook that, oh, it looks like Sephora is coming to the UK. They're opening up at, what's the big mall?
Westfields?
Yeah, at Westfield. There's a sign up. So I am happy to change it to a different kind of a gift card. We could do John Lewis if it's a UK winner. Would that be good? But you got to promise that you'll spend it on pretty cosmetics and make yourself feel beautiful.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right, because I don't know when that Sephora is. Do you guys even know what Sephora is?
No.
Yeah, because it's in France.
So, yeah.
Yes, I know it's in Europe. It's like I spaced. You guys, it's so cool. You're going to love it. It's a store for cosmetics. It's usually 2 floors. They have everything under the sun. Super cool kiosks. Lots of people that help you do your makeup. They usually have like a blow dry bar in there too. It's just really, really fun. They're standalone stores. They're in all the really nice malls in America and in Europe. I know I've shopped at them in other countries and stuff. So I was so excited by that. I thought it was such a good one. It's hard to find prizes that work internationally. So anyway, I will change that, you guys.